Hello guys and welcome back to Keyworks. Today we will be looking at the Cherry MX Silent Black switches. Let's get started. So I've actually gone over how the Cherry MX Silent Red switch work, and the exact same principle applies here. But in case you missed the video, the way it works is that there are two dampeners on either side of the switch that absorb the downstroke and the upstroke. The only difference between the two switches are the spring. The one on the left is the Cherry MX Silent Black switch, which is a 60-gram weighting switch, and the color of the stem, which is dark gray. Yes, that's right. Just like the MX Silent Red, the MX Silent Black is also a lighter color, presumably to distinguish it from the stock lineup. Now it's time for the categories, starting with smoothness as usual. It's the same as its lighter brother. It's average. It's a bit scratchy, but it's fine. You can see from the stem legs in this picture, there isn't a huge difference between the two. So for me, this gets a 5 out of 10. Not a big surprise. Next up is weighting, and this is where this really shines. I really like it. Yeah. Woo! Something I finally like for once. But honestly, 60 to 70 grams are my preferred weighting hands down, which is why I like these so much. For typing anyway, which I do a lot more in comparison to gaming, so this one easily earns an 8 out of 10, which I haven't been able to say since the GK61 and the Gatron Black review. So these switches are saying something for sure. Now for sound, you'll know how the switches work by now. So instead, take a listen to my typing demonstration on these switches. So pretty much the same as the MX Silent Red, earning it a 5 out of 10 for basically having the same aspects. Typing performance is another high point of the switch, and for the most part that's thanks to the weighting, obviously. The biggest issue still persists, and that's the mushy feeling whenever you bottom out the switch, which is really hard for me to get used to for some reason, but perhaps I may just need some more time to get used to them. Today I'll give them a 6, but I'm willing to change this to a 7 later down the line, because it's very close to a 7, but I'll give it a 6 for now, and I'll see how that goes. And lastly, gaming performance. This is where the switch really suffers. The weighting makes it ideal for typing, but not so much for gaming. I got tired very quickly after just a couple of hours of TF2, which is the game you're looking at now. It's a fast-paced shooter, so that might be a big contribution to why I'm so tired after every single 2 hours of playing the game, but hey, I'm gonna give this one a 5. There's a reason why they don't make heavy gaming-oriented switches. In total, the final score for this switch is 29 out of 50, or 58%, just shy of the 60% mark. But for a Cherry switch, this did pretty well, and it's the second best switch I've reviewed, so far. Next time I'll see you for another silent switch review. But for now, take care and goodbye.